Sup, party people? In this video, I'm going to be trying a new art style. I'm going to be drawing chibis. Chibis? Chibis? I don't actually know how to pronounce that. I'm going to say chibis. I'm going to be drawing a handful of my original characters. I'm starting off with Aaron. As you can see, I found some guides on Pinterest to follow. Although even with those to help me, this one still turned out really bad. Stay tuned to see what I mean. I wanted to try drawing chibis just as a way to branch out and try a new art style and see if I could find a way to draw even faster than I already do, because I can already churn out a pretty decent drawing in about 45 minutes. But I was thinking if I started trying to do chibis, I could do them even faster, and that could help me draw out characters and concepts without having to do a full illustration spread. Plus, I'm going to be pretty busy on Thanksgiving, so I wanted to get a video done ahead of time and do it the week before Thanksgiving instead of the week of Thanksgiving, so that's why I'm drawing small chibis. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. So I finished Erin, and I did not like her. Her arms are way too long, and her smile is weird, and her eyes are weird, and I should have left off the nose. So I was kind of glad I did her first because she's not my favorite original character. So I moved on and worked a little harder on shaping the head and arms right for this next one. This is Zara, and she is my first Star Wars original character. Zara turned out much better than Aaron, and it motivated me to continue on. So yeah, I was able to focus on the head shape and the arm length and make sure that I got those right this time. And I did not add a nose, which has always bothered me that these sorts of art styles just completely leave off noses. So I tried that with Aaron, but it looked so weird that I didn't add the nose to any of the following chibis. Once Zara was done, I moved on to my next original character. I'm not quite sure what I did to this pencil, but I'm going to use it. This new OC is named Ki, and she is Zara's Jedi Master. I made all of this up when I was 16, don't judge me. I am a huge nerd. If you are very familiar with Star Wars, you will know that Ki's species is a Twi'lek. Also pronounced Twi'lek depending on which show you're watching or which character is saying it. I've heard it said both ways across all the different Star Wars shows. Not only am I a huge nerd, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. I have seen all the shows except for 3 of them, which were the ones made for little kids, and then The Acolyte, which I will never watch, and I have seen all of the movies. Comment below your favorite Star Wars movie and TV show. Mine are Rogue One and The Mandalorian. This one turned out really well. It was also a very easy, simple pose, so there was nothing super complicated about this one, but I'm very happy with it. Next is an original character who I have not developed very much at all. I don't even know what her personality is, and I've only drawn her once. This is the drawing I did once, so I decided to just mimic that one with this little chibi drawing. Her name is Ingrid, and she lives in Scandinavia, vaguely in the Middle Ages. I need to do some more historical research, but I'm trying to do a Norse mythology kind of story and also almost a Rapunzel story, but it's not developed very well yet. I haven't even started writing it. All I know is what she looks like and that she has a pet wolf, which is awesome. Actually, now that I think about it, the villain is much more developed than the main character right now. And that's the first page. 3 of them are pretty good, and 1 of them is an atrocity. Because the first Aaron I drew was a crime against nature, I decided to try again. I went with a different pose, and I tried to make her looking upward, so that's why her face looks so extremely round and chubby. But I think she turned out a lot better than the first one. I added her satchel, which I think adds to her character a little bit more, and I like that I did a more dynamic, interesting pose. For a little background on Erin, she is a fairy, and she has big gray feathery wings, and she is training to be a healer, so she is good at collecting different plants and mushrooms that could be used for healing, although she is very easily distracted. She always carries her satchel with her so she can put anything in there that she finds. She is part of a fantasy that my brother and I started writing that we never finished and probably never will, but she's really fun to draw. Next is an original character from a story that I have actually finished. The story I wrote is a sci-fi superhero story. Once again, I must repeat, I am a huge nerd. And this is Kendra. She is, I think, my only blonde character. Everyone else has brown or red hair. I based her personality on my sister. She is a middle child in a large family and is really good at track and cross country. This chibi version of Kendra turned out pretty good, although I think her face is way too round and chubby, and her hair is almost a neon yellow, not really a natural blonde, but I still think she turned out pretty cute. Second to last is a character who I have put through the most difficulty out of all of my characters so far. That's why once I color it in, you'll see that some of her hair has turned gray. She is another Star Wars original character, and her name is Artazostra. I found that name in a book I was reading for school a few years ago. I forgot what the book was about, but it had some cool Greek and Middle Eastern names in it, so I wrote that one down and finally found a character that it fit for. She is mostly human with a little bit of Twi'lek in her ancestry somewhere, so that's why she has cool green skin markings. This one I think is my favorite. I think this one turned out the best, but that's probably because it's kind of the least chibi-like, because I accidentally made her legs a little bit too long and her torso is proportionate, so she looks the least chibi-like, so that's probably why she's my favorite. Last is my original character named Niobe. She is from the same story as Kendra. She is the main character and I based her personality off of myself. In this story, there are 5 young adults who are conscripted by the government because they each have a unique special ability that they all kind of don't know what to do with and are just kind of doing vigilante stuff on the side. But this government program hears of them and decides to make a cool special unit out of them. That's all I'm going to give you for now because the rest is really cheesy. But I watch a lot of action movies, so this is a result of that. Huge shout out to anybody from the website Always Ice Cream who has read through this. You know what I'm talking about. There's probably only like 3 of you though, so there's like 0 chance of you finding this. Here are the results. This is page 1. My favorite one on this page is Ingrid, and I like them all except for Erin. She scares me. This is page 2. My favorite is Artazostra, and they all turned out pretty good except for the top 2 with their overly chubby faces. I swear I don't have a lisp until I start to do voiceovers for my videos, but I'm not going to retake that any more times, so this is what you're stuck with. I really want to know what character's your favorite. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and happy Thanksgiving. Bye!